Ace your exam's 7-week study plan. Hey everyone! Are you preparing for a big exam and wondering how to make the most of your time? Don't worry, we've all been there. Staring at that looming exam date can feel a little overwhelming, right? But what if I told you that with a bit of planning and structured learning, you can walk into that exam room feeling confident and prepared? Well, that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. We're going to break down the seemingly daunting task of exam preparation into a simple, manageable, and even, dare I say, enjoyable 7-week study plan. So grab your notebooks, a trusty pencil, maybe even a stress ball for later, just kidding, and let's get started. Week 1. This week is all about understanding the terrain of the battlefield. Metaphorically speaking, of course. We're talking about your exam syllabus. Think of it as your treasure map, guiding you to exam success. First things first, break down the syllabus. Don't try to swallow the whole thing at once. Divide and conquer. Break it down into topics and then into smaller subtopics. This will make the information feel less intimidating and more manageable. Now for a little self-reflection. Take each topic and ask yourself, what do I already know about this and what feels unfamiliar? Be honest with yourself. This is about identifying your strengths, the areas you can breeze through, and your weaknesses, the areas that might need a little extra love. Once you have a good grasp of the syllabus and your own strengths and weaknesses, it's time to set some goals. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Set realistic weekly goals. Instead of saying, I'm going to master all of algebra this week, how about this week, I'll focus on understanding the fundamental concepts of algebra, like variables and equations. See, manageable and achievable. Remember, this is your personalized study plan. Your goals should be relevant to your learning pace and style. Write them down, make them visible. They are your guiding stars for the next 7 weeks. Congratulations! You've completed week 1 and you're one step closer to acing your exam. This week, we're going to build your roadmap to success. Your personalized study schedule. Remember those weekly goals we set? Now it's time to bring them to life. Grab your calendar or planner and start allocating specific days and times for studying. Be realistic and factor in your existing commitments: school, work, family time, and of course some well-deserved breaks. When dividing your study time, remember the insights from week 1. Allocate more time to subjects or topics that you identified as challenging. For your strong areas, schedule regular reviews to keep those concepts fresh in your mind. Now let's talk about daily study sessions. Instead of cramming all the information into one long and exhausting session, divide your daily goals into smaller, bite-sized chunks. For example, instead of study math for 3 hours, how about review algebra equations for 1 hour, practice problem solving for 1 hour, and dedicate 1 hour to understanding graphs? See? Manageable and effective. And remember, breaks are non-negotiable. Our brains, much like our bodies, need time to rest and recharge. Schedule short breaks between study sessions to avoid burnout. Get up, stretch, grab a snack, or step outside for some fresh air. Trust me, your brain will thank you. Chapter 3. Week 3 to 5. Dive in. The power of active learning. Alright, get ready to dive into the heart of learning. Weeks 3 to 5 are all about active learning. This is where you go from passively reading and rereading to truly engaging with the material. This is where the magic happens. Think of active learning as having a conversation with your study material. Don't just read the textbook. Ask questions, make connections, and summarize the information in your own words. Pretend you're teaching it to someone else. This helps you understand and remember the concepts much better. Now let's talk about some powerful active learning techniques. One of my favorites is summarizing. After reading a section or chapter, take a few minutes to summarize the key takeaways in your own words. Not only does this help you retain information, but it also forces you to organize your thoughts. Next up, practice, practice, practice. Solve as many practice problems and past papers as you can get your hands on. This is where you apply what you've learned and identify any areas where you might be struggling. And don't underestimate the power of flashcards. They're fantastic for memorizing definitions, formulas, and key concepts. Plus, creating the flashcards themselves is a form of active learning. Chapter 4, Week 6, Review, Refine, and Conquer. The power of practice tests. You're in the home stretch now. Week 6 is all about review, refinement, and building your exam-taking stamina. It's time to put all those weeks of hard work to the test. First, revisit your notes and study materials, focusing on the areas where you feel less confident. Don't try to cram everything in. Instead, focus on understanding the underlying concepts and their connections. Now it's time to unleash the secret weapon. Practice exams. Find past papers or online simulations that mimic the actual exam format and time constraints. This is crucial for building your time management skills and getting used to the pressure of a timed test. As you take these practice exams, treat them like the real deal. Find a quiet space, set a timer, and avoid distractions. This will help you get into the right mindset and identify any areas that might need last-minute attention. Once you've completed a practice exam, don't just check the answers. Take the time to thoroughly review your performance. Identify your strengths, the areas where you excelled, and your weaknesses, the sections where you lost points. This valuable feedback will help you prioritize your final week of preparation. Chapter 5. Week 7, the final countdown. Relaxation and confidence boost. You've made it. Week 7, the final countdown. You've put in the hard work, and now it's time to prioritize relaxation, confidence building, and getting yourself in the best possible mental state for your exam. Resist the urge to cram. Avoid overloading yourself with new information at this stage. Instead, focus on light revision. Go through your notes, flashcards, and summaries, focusing on key concepts in any areas that still feel shaky. Now is the time to leverage the power of visualization. Close your eyes and visualize yourself confidently walking into the exam room, focused and calm, answering the questions with ease. Positive visualization can significantly reduce exam anxiety and boost your confidence. Remember, your well-being is paramount. Get plenty of sleep, eat nutritious meals, and stay hydrated. Avoid excessive caffeine or sugary drinks that can lead to energy crashes. A well-nourished and rested brain performs at its best. Finally, remember to believe in yourself. You've put in the effort, you've followed the plan, and you've got this. That's it, folks. Follow these steps, and you'll be set to ace your exam. Remember, consistency and structured learning are key. Don't be afraid to adapt this plan to suit your learning style and preferences. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need some study tips. Sharing is caring, and you never know who might benefit from these tips. Good luck, and see you in the next video.